Hi everybody, it's Miss Cary from Artists in Schools, and I just want to say how much I miss each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to get back in the classroom with you guys. Now before we get started, I actually just had a question. My question to you is, what is your favorite part of art during the school day? Let me tell you mine. Imagine being in your classroom with all of your friends and your teacher and how cute they're all decorated, and you're doing an assignment, or you're finishing cleaning up from something right before I come in, or you're doing something like reading a book because you're waiting patiently and you're keeping track of time. And during all of that, you hear a knock on the door, or the door just opens up and you see and hear the art cart coming inside of your classroom. All of a sudden you hear that roar of excitement, like Miss Cary is here, or it's art, oh I forgot you were coming, you've saved us from math. You know, that big excitement and the look on all of your faces is my favorite part of the art day. That keeps me motivated, and I want to do a really good art lesson with you guys and to teach you so many things about art. So again, think of your favorite part. And when we get back in the classroom together, I would love to hear all of your answers. Now, when we do these art videos, I imagine you guys that same excitement when you log on to these to do art, okay? Now, please ask for permission for any of the supplies that we're gonna be using, because I am using supplies that we may have in our bathroom, our kitchen, outside, in case we don't have art supplies like we do with the ones we use at school. So again, ask for permission, try your best, and I look forward to doing art with you guys today. All right, let's get started. So what we're going to be doing today, my friends, is we're going to be making marble paper. Now marble paper, just think of like an actual marble. Okay, you have that little design inside, or like your marble counter tabletops. That is what we're going to be making today, but we're going to be making it on a piece of paper. Now, because we are home, and we're missing a lot of our friends and family's birthdays, or some holidays are coming up as well, or you just want something fun to do at home, we're going to be making a different type of paper that we can be using to make a lot of different things with art. Now, I do have some samples to show you when we're finished, but what we're going to start off with doing first is you're going to need some kind of plate or baking sheet, okay, somewhere we can put some shaving cream in. What we're going to do next is some shaving cream. What we're going to need is some food coloring, some kind of stick or a spoon. Even a stick from outside, if you don't have anything to use, would work perfectly fine. Some paper towels, a piece of cardboard. I just ripped it off from an Amazon box. Okay, and some paper. Okay, so I have a big sheet of paper and some scissors. So what we're going to do first is, with your paper and your scissors, you're going to cut it up into however many pieces that you want. Okay, I want mine to be a little bit smaller to fit inside of my baking sheet. And I'm going to start cutting different shapes. Okay, you can fold yours into a heart, you can do some squares, make a piece of paper out of a circle. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut mine up. I also have really fun scissors where it has different designs on the edges. So if you have anything like that, you can make it wavy with regular scissors. Again, cutting the paper however you like is up to you. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna grab our shaving cream, and you're gonna do a nice little shake it up a little bit. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're going to put a little bit of shaving cream. A little bit does go a long way. So again, it's up to you on how much you want to make. But I'm actually going to just start mine off on the left side, just so I have room to scrape it off. And I'm going to spray in, maybe a little bit more shake. There we go. I'm going to squeeze some shaving cream right on top. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to use some food coloring. Okay, you get to pick whatever colors that you would like. If you want to use all of them, if you want to mix the colors before you drop them in, that's up to you. So I'm going to take some food coloring, and I'm going to just put in a couple of drops, spreading it out. Okay. I'm now going to switch to another color, maybe using green. couple of drops. Now you don't need too much food coloring. 1, 2, maybe 3 drops is all you would need. Okay, add some yellow. So a little does go a long way. Okay, add some blue. If you want a little bit more blue than others, that's fine. Okay, and what I'm going to do is with my popsicle stick or whatever spoon or stick from outside that you have, you're going to start mixing in that food coloring into the shaving cream. Okay, now be careful you do not over mix. So you do want to see some shaving cream by itself. We don't want to completely mix the whole thing into one color. Okay, so just go ahead and mix that around however much you would like. Okay, all right, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to set that aside. And what I'm going to do next is with a piece of paper that I cut, okay, I'm going to lay it right on top of this little mix of shaving cream and food coloring. So I'm going to set it right on top, and I'm going to push down lightly. So again, if you have a plate or a baking sheet, or even if you have a piece of foil and you want to lay your foil out and kind of make a little ridge around the edges, that works too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up like this. Okay, now before we take it off, I'm going to dip all of my papers in first. Okay, and I'm going to do it again with another piece. Now you don't have to push super hard. I'm just pushing it a little lightly. That way I know every single part of the paper gets covered. It looks something like this, and set that aside. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more. Okay, lift this up. Yep, I like that one. Last piece. Okay, do it one more time, pushing it down. It's okay if you get some on the back side, because if you want to do both sides later, you can. I just want to show you the first side. So we'll do both sides on this one. Okay, so you have 2 sides. And on my paper towel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my pieces of paper that I already got shaving cream on. Okay, and I'm going to use a napkin, get my hands a little bit. Take your piece of cardboard, okay, and on the other side or your table, wherever your parents are more comfortable with you doing this, you're going to hold your paper, and with your box, you're going to scrape off the shaving cream all the way, okay, and you're gonna have marbled paper. You see that? How pretty that is. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of paper that I already used. Let's grab this one over here. With your cardboard, you're going to hold your piece of paper and you're going to scrape off the leftover shaving cream, and you have marbled paper. Look at that. Doesn't even come off. Now, because it is shaving cream and it's not like water, it will dry pretty quick, but my paper is a little damp. So you're just gonna set it aside for probably about 10 minutes. And by the time you're done dipping in all of your pieces of paper and taking the excess off with the cardboard, laying them out flat, probably by the time you're finished doing all of your pieces of paper, the first ones that you've done are already gonna be completed and dried, ready for you to move on. All right, so again, I'll show you one last time. With your piece of paper and your piece of cardboard, go ahead and scrape off the extra. Now, if for some reason, like on this one, you don't get enough on this side, that's okay. You could dip it right back in, or you can cut this part off and we'll make something different out of this sheet. All right, so what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna show you guys what you could do with your marbled paper. Now this was the first one I did and it's actually already about to be dry, but here's some different samples that I brought for you guys. You will end up with something like this, okay? A little bit firm, you can hear it now that it's completely dry. Now when it's drying, the edges might come up a little bit. Okay, you guys see that? What you're gonna wanna do when it's dry is just get like a book or like a pan, go ahead and lay it flat with the book right on top, and then it'll be flat for you guys to use. So you'll have something like this. What I did was I made some of my paper into bookmarks. Okay, so I just cut them in half, cut them the shape I wanted. With a Sharpie, I went on top and I wrote, I can read. This is just with a little hole puncher. You could put some string or some yarn or some ribbon, and you have a bookmark for all the books you're reading at home now. Or you can give them as gifts to your friends or to someone in your family. Another idea you guys could do is with like a shape of a heart. I folded the paper in half, cut my heart shape, and there you go. Now you can make a card. Or you could do something like this where you just have some drawings and you could just draw right on top of your paper with your Sharpie. Okay, another idea, get a second sheet of construction paper or newspaper and you can create something on the top. This could be made as a card as well. I know there's Mother's Day coming up. There's also birthday parties for your friends. You guys can mail some off to them. Okay, so again, this is what you're gonna end up with. So that was the marble art lesson. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and doing this fun art lesson with you guys. Can't wait to see your finished products. All right, so everyone have fun, stay safe, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye.